You guys see the thumbnail, right? Kaido's son. Why the hell would Kaido's son travel all the way to Paradise, to Twin Cape in East Blue, to meet up with Crocus, a guy he shouldn't know, right? But who says that this image, right, is Crocus and I'm saying Yamato, or who says it's Crocus and whoever it is reminiscing about old times, you know? I believe this is just probably like two people trying to get to know each other, right? So I'm just speculating, right? But I'm just saying, I think Yamato grew up idolizing Odin, right? He grew up idolizing Odin, maybe even born on the day Odin died. So the reason why Kaido has sort of like a family problem is that Odin doesn't want is that Yamato doesn't want to be like Kaido. Yamato actually wants to be like Odin. He wants to actually open up the borders to Wano. And Kaido doesn't want that. You know, he wants a loyal son, and that's why you have all these family problems. So what I think happened is that Yamato probably learned about Luffy, right? And but here's the other thing though, too. In the chapter, Yamato looked at Luffy and he says, "So you're Straw Hat Luffy, right?" So the fact that he's asked, and this is not the official translation, you know, this is the fan translation, but he looked at him and says, "So you're Straw Hat Luffy, right?" Suggesting he has never seen Luffy before. He has never met Luffy, obviously. So the fact that he's asking Luffy his name, I don't know. I don't know if that's the official. Like that don't sound right to me. Cuz I think it would be more like, "Hey, Straw Hat Luffy, you know, I've been waiting for you for a long time. Come with me." You know, I think that's what it's more like. Not "So you are Straw Hat Luffy, right?" Because you're the son of Kaido. Are you telling me that you have never seen a poster of Luffy? You have never seen a poster? He had to have seen some poster of Luffy, so that line doesn't make sense to me. I think it was just like, "Luffy, I've been waiting a long time for you." Like he knew it was Luffy. I don't believe that it was just because of all the commotion and people are talking about Straw Hat is over there and Straw Hat is over there, and he just like followed the commotion and it led him to Luffy, and he's like, "Oh, so you are Luffy, huh?" I don't believe it. You've been waiting for all this time for a guy, and you didn't even like try to take the time to at least know what he looks like. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But anyways, I believe he grew up idolizing Odin, right? And he probably like heard some stories about, you know, the nine samurais that'll come and liberate Wano, and then maybe there is this important figure that's gonna maybe lead the samurais or aid the samurais or something like that. And I guess Yamato felt like, you know, he would do whatever he can to help out this person, so to liberate Wano. So what I think happened is that he probably went out and I guess tried to find Luffy and maybe like trace Luffy's previous tracks, and that's how he ended up in Twin Cape and, you know, meeting Crocus. And maybe after that, you know, on his journey, maybe he's sort of like a Ronin. We don't know. Maybe on his journey, right? Kaido gets like upset, like, "Why are you idolizing this traitor?" Because we know if you idolize Odin, if you even speak the name Odin in Wano, you know, you get persecuted. You know, that's not good. You get thrown in jail and you're punished for it. So I guess Kaido felt like you shouldn't be idolizing this guy, and maybe that's when he locked Yamato up and said, like, you know, maybe we're not gonna let you out until you learn your lesson, boy, or some crazy stuff like that. But I think also this image right here, just looking at this image, man, like just this, the back of his head, the hair, how both of their hair is like really light. We don't know if this is the official color, but both their hair is like really light. They're both samurais, and the hat, and I don't know, man. Braga made the video the other day about like I think like a lurking legend in Wano, and he also used this picture and just read in the chapter. I'm like, no, this is Yamato. But the question is though, what does he want with Luffy? It's simple. I think he wants to actually help Luffy, obviously, but to defeat Kaido and open up Wano. Because we gotta remember Rayleigh, right? Rayleigh, when he first met Luffy, what did he say? "Oh, Straw Hat, you know, like, I've been wanting to meet you for a long time," right? Something on the lines of that. And what did Rayleigh mean to Luffy? A hell of a lot. When Luffy departed Saobody archipelago after the time skip, he was crying because Luffy was like his son. He taught him so much armament, observation, how to control all of that, conquerors, all of that. He did so much for Luffy. Preparing him, for the new world because before the time skip, he just wasn't ready. Look at Marineford, he wasn't ready. So Yamato now he sees Luffy, and Luffy wasn't struggling. It he definitely wasn't struggling. And Luffy did really well versus Ulti and Page One, like two members of the Toby Roppo. He did really well. But I think Yamato knows that he's not ready. And I think he's taking it up on himself to prepare Luffy for Kaido. Because Kaido is, again, the strongest creature. Big Mom refers to him as it. Like, you really think you can beat that thing? Like, that's Kaido. So maybe he tells Luffy some secret, or he teaches Luffy some secret technique that will be able to like really harm Kaido, because I don't think any of us really believe that even with the advanced Ryu or advanced ornament Haki that Luffy will really be able to hurt Kaido that much. He won't. So I think Yamato is that person, that teacher that will probably teach Luffy, maybe teach Luffy maybe a new form of ornament Haki, or something like that. Just something that'll give Luffy a better fighting chance against Kaido. But that's just my speculation though. I just really believe it, man. I just, who else is this guy? In Fishman Island arc, um this cover page was introduced and we never figured out who this guy is. And I don't know, man. I just, like, even Ace, right? It's possible that when went to Wano, it's possible that he met Yamato, and Yamato, they were just becoming friends and stuff, and maybe Ace told Yamato about Luffy, about this guy who wants to become the Pirate King and all of this, right? So Yamato's like, oh, the Pirate King, that's interesting, just like Goldie Roger. So maybe that's when he started to like dive into Goldie Roger's history and learn about Odin and learn about Whitebeard, and then he figured that all these big pirates in history, they have a connection to Wano, just like how Akainu was telling Kizaru, like, what's with all these big name pirates having this connection to Wano? So it's also possible that Yamato just realized that if Luffy, or if he believed Ace that Luffy's on the path to becoming Pirate King, I guess he knew that Luffy would one day, have to come to Wano to learn something, because it's an important I guess intersection, on that path to becoming, like the supreme pirate or whatever. But hey, this is just a speculation. I'm not saying this is what it is, but I don't know. It's just they look so similar, and the samurai thing, the hair though, like the hair, man, like come on. I think this is Kaido's son. But again, though, the thing about against it is like, why would Kaido's son travel all the way to paradise? The first half of the Grand Line to meet up with Crocus, because it seems like they're older friends. Crocus is smiling, so why would he be smiling like that with, like a stranger, like they're catching up on old times and stuff? But I don't believe that's it. I believe this is a new person, and Crocus is just, telling him about Luffy, and Yamato is like, oh, so that's the person I was looking for, tell me more about him. And Crocus is like, maybe he wants to become the Pirate King, so I don't know, but it's about time this character is revealed, and I just believe it's Yamato. But that's just my belief. This is One Piece, man. This is what we do. We speculate. Sometimes we're wrong as hell, but it's just fun to speculate on One Piece because it's One Piece. The story is just so damn rich, so diverse. There's just so many possibilities, so many foreshadowing. But I don't know. There's just something, man. I believe it's him. I believe this is him. Not a lurking legend, but I believe this is Kaido's son in search of Luffy, because he knows that Luffy is the one that will bring the dawn, the one that will liberate Wano, that important figure. again, when Rayleigh met Luffy, he said to him that he's been waiting to meet a fearless man like him for a long time, and here Yamato is meeting him. And I also don't believe Yamato is like a fanboy or anything like that. A lot of people are saying that. I don't believe he's a fanboy. I believe he's there on a mission, and his mission is to prepare Luffy for the battle that's about to come. Because this also goes back to what Marco was saying about once the Big Mom pirates come back up the waterfall, it'll be a new era. It'll be the dawn of a new era, and that's what we're approaching, man. That's what we're approaching. But anyways, that's just my thoughts. Again, I keep saying it because it's not a fact. It's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think that this guy is Yamato? We don't know the official color scheme for this cover page yet. We don't know, but the hair, man, it's not Shiki, because Shiki, he got that steer the wheel on top of his head, so you're not gonna have a hat on there. It's not Shiki. I believe it's Yamato. Let me know what you guys think about this below. Please like the video, and if you like what I do here, want to see more, click that subscribe button and join the ascension. It really helps me out, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.